All of that from the little puppy that nobody believed in. That's that trust and be trusted relationship, as Susan called it, that's still central to everything that they do here. And if you want to learn more about Susan's legacy, I have the perfect person to introduce you to here at Trailbreaker Kennels off to our left. Let's say good afternoon to Susan's eldest daughter, who is our host here, Tekla. Nice to see you.
Well, nice to see all of you, and welcome to Trailbreaker Kennel. It's a beautiful day out. We're happy to have you here. As you can see, we brought out the youngest members of our kennels. These guys are getting on 9 weeks old. They're having a lot of fun, and believe it or not, this fun in the water is part of their training.
Yeah, well, learning all about the elements and enjoying time with the handlers. Now, in order for this bond to develop that lasts their whole lives, how early do you have to begin that critical interaction?
Well, you know what we like to do is the minute that they're born, start to get to know them then. We go into the pen with the mothers, make sure the mother is comfortable with us touching her pups, and then pick up each little puppy individually and blow across their noses. Now, we do this because for the first 9 to 10 days of their life, their eyes aren't open yet. So we have to depend on that sense of smell. Then by the time their eyes do open, they get a little older, they already know us, and they trust us. And that starts as what you were saying earlier, the trust and be trusted relationship, which is what my mom always talked about when she talked about training her pups.
Yeah, and then, once they get a little more mobile, you can bring them outside here, and what is it that they're doing? I mean, it looks like playtime, but you said they're learning, too.
It really is. Each little obstacle, maybe climbing up that shallow incline or jumping between the docks, each one of those movements for them is really it can be very challenging at first. So if we see a puppy that isn't quite able to do it on their own, maybe they're too small, they're a little nervous, we're going to help them. Then once they're able to do it on their own, we praise them on the other side. And this teaches the puppies that we're never going to ask them to go any farther or faster than they're capable of, and we're always going to be there for them if things get tough.
Yeah, well, and then you've got to take that to another level, of course, because they get to the point that everything in the yard is pretty familiar, but they're still way too small to hitch up. So how will you continue to keep them interested in all of this?
Well, we like to bring out a couple of older dogs. Those retirees that aren't running in our fastest teams anymore, those dogs are so important for teaching the younger puppies really what it means to be a sled dog at Trailbreaker Kennel. So what we like to do once they're tired of this little enclosure here is we take them out on daily walks in the woods. And as you can see, we're going to bring a couple of older dogs out with us as well. And all the puppies are free to roam about. They run with the older dogs as they jump into the woods, maybe explore a little bit, bark up a tree, run through some water. And the puppies are going to watch the older dogs conquer every new obstacle that they face. And they're going to build confidence from that, and they're also just going to learn how to come home to us. Because, for instance, we'll call those older dogs back and they'll come running like they've been doing for years. The puppies will see that, hear our voices, and they're going to follow. And that's actually going to start to associate our voice, the human voice, and command with coming home.
Yeah, something that they need to pay attention to when they finally do go into harness. And I know that's an exciting day for you when you finally get to try them on the line, but how do you know when the time is really right? Is it an age or what is it?
Well, you look for that instinct to pull. Every Alaskan Husky has that instinct to pull, and at about 6 months old, they're big enough and that instinct has kicked in. So that is when we have to put them into harness for the first time and not a training experience at all. Because, again, we have those older retirees out there with we have a couple of full-on adult leaders that are on our team, and what if there's puppies behind us? And it's so instinctive for these dogs to want to pull. But after we get these dogs to the fourth man, and they take off running, there's no trail, those little puppies are just going to pick up and follow them. And when they're 2 minutes, it looks like they're just full adults even going. We have no staying here at Trailbreaker. So it takes a minute to teach them to go, but a year to teach them to go.
Oh, indeed. I mean, look at all this energy building behind you. While you guys get them pitched up, could you tell us a little bit about what all these places in the line mean, what everybody's job is?
Absolutely. So the first dogs that get hooked up in our team are called the lead dogs. Now you may have heard the term lead dog before. They're some of the most important in town. They're in charge of steering our team. Now you can see we're sitting way back here, so our steering wheel way up there, so we have to really know that we trust these dogs. We're also in charge of setting the pace for the rest of the team. So we start looking for dogs that have that independent mind, that ability to run in front, sort of lead our team with momentum and, of course, with personality and excited. are. Now, it's the summertime, so we don't actually have the luxury of using a sled. We have to use this four-wheeler. We've actually taken out the engine on this vehicle and enhanced the brakes so that we can continue to run with these dogs all year round. It's really very important because, as you can see, they're high energy and they need to continue their training all year round.
I'm going to say it's a shame they're not eager to do this. Look at that, though. As soon as she pulls the trigger, it gets quiet, and everybody leans in. And look at that, 16-year-old Stego's going out with him. The grand old man. Now keep looking to the left, in between the two cabins, behind the dog pen. And you're going to see him picking up speed, come from our right to our left, on the monitor, too.
There you go.
Boy, they're flying today.
Yes.
And Stego. Everybody else in the yard freaking out. Pick me, I want to go.
Look, the ones in the
But
middle
don't
wanna
worry,
go.
because everybody exercises every day at Trailbreaker. That's what keeps these dogs so healthy and why they live so long, is all their exercise. Granite lived to be 17 and a half. Ran over 41,000 miles. Now keep looking between those same two cabins, but focus at the base of the tall spruce farther away from us. Right there.
Here we are coming out of the trees on the other side of the lake, and these dogs are really flying. It's so impressive that they can carry me and the four-wheeler, which weigh about 400 pounds, and still be going at 20 miles per hour. Now what I like to do during a training run is look at their tug line. That's the line that attaches the back of their harness to the four-wheeler. I can tell that all of my dogs are working together, doing their job by the fact that all of their tug lines are nice and tight. Now up ahead, I'm going to give my lead dog a left-hand command, but I'll give you a call on the way back. Honk!
Okay, the haw command, now that's how you steers with your voice. No reins or lines, so you shout it out. G for right, haw for left, hike or all right to get him started. Then to stop him, you say whoa, and then just kind of pray, actually, because they don't like that command very much. As you will see, Stego's like, okay, I've had enough. I'm coming off back. Watch that same trail out there. She's going to come the opposite way.
Turn beautifully, and now we're on the homeward stretch. And that's when we really kick it into gear to get us home. Like any endurance athletes and marathon runners, these dogs know that they need to save a little bit of energy in reserve. So at the end of that race, they can pass competitors in front of them, and we can do their competitors behind them. This team is looking very, very awesome. It's really out on the trail, and they're excited to get back to the yard.
The next place you're going to see him is through the gate to the left of the dog pen, so that's where you want to focus. And these are all Alaskan Huskies, by the way. If you're curious what kind of dog this is, it's a blend that's developed over thousands of years for this kind of work. And there are no big purebred Siberians or Malamutes in Trailbreaker for the same reason no Clydesdales in the Kentucky Derby. Right? Wouldn't make any sense. Don't want to do that here either. You watch for these thoroughbreds coming blazing through this gate. Any second here now, there they go. And boy, I hope those brakes are working because they're still cooking.
Whoa!
There they go. Yeah! Another good run for Tekla Monson. Nicely done.
Well, thank you so much. That was a
Y'all
lot of
deserve
fun.
that band. That's
Every
right.
training run, we like to go up and down the line and give everyone a pat on the back to let them know we appreciate their hard work.
That's their treat
Yes.
right there.
And then, after gym class, all hands into the pool.
Oh, he gave her a little.
Get cooled off here. Such a good spot to have the kennel located. Now, Tekla, I'm sure you've noticed we are leaning to the left, which means there's more than a few folks interested in what's going on here. So I hope you or someone from the kennel is going to join us at the Chena Village during our shore time.
Absolutely, I will be down there in a little